Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 58. Russell Wilson and the Mexico City Golden Eagles taking on Kyler Murray and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And out a little across the 25 and the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
Incomplete to open things up. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson, slant pass to Bull. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Third down, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On 4th down on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 48.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Murray got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Left side here to Sanders.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Murray to air it out again. And it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
San Antonio.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Hooper. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 30.
Here's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dreadnoughts 7, Golden Eagles 0.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy There's a big play there. 61 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. To throw is Wilson. Dancing, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Mexico City.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Back out comes San Antonio. But right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. That's caught by Jackson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down. It's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That's going to be caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Dreadnoughts 17. Golden Eagles 7.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And what's that one incomplete there? Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down.
Third down and 6.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. They'll get this underneath to Madison.
Wilson's
call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's good.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown from 21 yards away. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
14.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
the leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Murray now on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's Murray. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try to up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. 17. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as we'll get this to about the 23. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
23-yard line.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back out comes San Antonio. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field, and for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Murray as he sets the throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Absolutely have to credit the pass protection there on third down because he had all sorts of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through his progressions, and you just have to know that sooner or later, someone's going to work his way open if you don't get to him. Make sure those guys up front get plenty of credit and recognition for a job well done.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And his guys have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's Hall. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
His way through contact. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's Madison running on first down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. But he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Back out comes San Antonio. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now Brown only lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Joey Bosa. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the pass.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The defense working their way back out now onto their home turf. Their offense failed to put up any points. Now they'll be looking for the stop.
It's a responsibility now because in a tie game, okay, the offense didn't score, didn't put any points on the board, but guess what? We're not going to allow them to score at all either. They'll keep volleying back and forth until someone gets an advantage.
Yeah, right now, no advantage. Tie game. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Punt, 6 yards on the return.
Their own 32-yard.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
49-yard line.
Quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Running from the shotgun with Madison. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On the ground on first with Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Wilson's pass.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he will be brought down to about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Madison. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another carry now for Madison. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys are going to take the lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Santos now to add the PAT. Take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back out comes San Antonio, and it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Past the 20. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel. 74 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. I'm glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. On the return, here's Hall. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Madison. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joey Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
A fumble on the play.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, but it's good enough for a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now the 2nd down throw on target. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. 15-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
That one a first down pickup of 8. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl.
Their own 27-yard line.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 7. A little over 30 seconds remaining. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Back to the air. Wilson after the pick 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Well, he can't hang on to it. That one is sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
There's Wilson. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had 1 final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.